Have you ever wondered who might have inspired the legendary tales of Greek gods and Amazonian warriors? Immerse yourself in the enigma that is the Thracians, a culture as fascinating as it is mysterious. This ancient civilization, nestled in the southeastern part of Europe, now modern-day Bulgaria, Greece and Turkey, played an enigmatic role in the annals of history, a role that continues to perplex scholars to this very day. Their origin is shrouded in mystery, with their roots reaching deep into the Bronze Age. This was a time when man first began to forge tools, weapons, and a distinct identity. The Thracians were among these early pioneers, their culture flourishing amidst the fertile plains and rugged mountains of their homeland. Yet despite their antiquity, the Thracians left behind scant written records. This lack of self-documented history adds an intriguing layer of enigma to their story. Much of what we know today comes from the accounts of their contemporaries, the Greeks and the Romans, who often viewed them through a lens of bias and prejudice. The Thracians, however, were far from the barbarians they were often painted as. Their influence on Greek mythology is evident, and their tales of valiant warriors and powerful deities inspired some of the most enduring legends of ancient Greece. They were the muse behind the myth of the fierce Amazonian warriors and the god of war, Ares himself. Yet, for all their influence and intrigue, the Thracians remain somewhat of an enigma. Their culture, their customs, and their contributions to the world are still being unearthed, their secrets still being unraveled, their stories still being told. Thus begins the saga of the Thracians, a culture lost in the mists of time. Before we continue, please like, share, and subscribe. The Thracians surfaced in historical records around 5000 BC, but their story doesn't truly begin until much later. Tracing the origins of the Thracians is a journey into the obscure, into a time where history and myth intertwine. Their emergence as a distinct culture and society, however, is a tale that unfolds with the clarity of a dawn. The Thracians were not a unified nation, but a collection of tribes, each with its unique customs and identity, yet bound by a common language and religion. This tribal structure, while seemingly chaotic, was the bedrock on which Thracian society thrived. It was a society that was at once fiercely independent and deeply interconnected, a delicate balance that would serve them well in the tumultuous times to come. As the Thracian tribes grew in number and strength, they began to exert their influence over Southeast Europe. Their rise was not a sudden and explosive one, but rather a steady ascent, like the slow but relentless growth of a mighty oak. They were a formidable power, a force to be reckoned with in a region that was a melting pot of cultures and civilizations. In the grand chessboard of ancient Europe, the Thracians were not mere pawns but powerful players. They were skilled warriors, feared by their enemies and respected by their allies. Their strength was not just in their numbers, but in their spirit, their resilience, their indomitable will to survive and thrive in a world fraught with danger and uncertainty. The Thracians were not just warriors, though. They were also artisans, poets, musicians. They had a rich and vibrant culture, a love for beauty and art that was as deep and profound as their love for battle. Their society was a tapestry of contrasts, a blend of the fierce and the refined, the brutal and the sublime. The Thracians, a civilization that rose like a phoenix, left an indelible mark on the landscape of Europe. Their story is a testament to the power of unity in diversity, of the strength that comes from embracing one's unique identity while being part of a larger whole. They were, in every sense of the word, a civilization that defied the odds and wrote its own destiny. The Thracians, a civilization that rose like a phoenix, left an indelible mark on the landscape of Europe. Known for their fearsome warrior culture, the Thracians were also skilled artisans. The Thracians, an ancient civilization that flourished in southeastern Europe, were as much revered for their prowess in battle as they were for their artistry. Their warrior culture was deeply ingrained, and their reputation as formidable fighters was well earned. The Thracians were often sought after as mercenaries by foreign armies, their skills in combat making them valuable assets on the battlefield. Their warrior society was not just about strength and combat, it was intertwined with their spiritual beliefs, and their heroes were often semi-divine figures, a testament to their reverence for the warrior ethos. Yet amid the tales of bloodshed and battle, the Thracians also had a softer, more creative side. They were master artisans, their craftsmanship rivaling even that of the renowned Greek and Roman artists. From intricate gold jewelry to stunningly detailed metalwork, their art was a reflection of their culture, often depicting scenes of battle, hunting, and ritual ceremonies. The Thracians were particularly famous for their gold work. Treasures unearthed from Thracian tombs reveal a level of sophistication and detail that is truly astounding. Delicate filigree work, detailed embossing, and intricate inlays were common features of their designs. These were not just adornments, but also symbols of status and power, worn by the elite and the warrior class. Their pottery, too, was a significant aspect of their artistry. Often decorated with complex geometric patterns and vibrant colors, these pieces provide a glimpse into their daily lives, their beliefs and their values. The Thracians' ability to balance their warrior ethos with their artistic sensibilities is a fascinating aspect of their culture. It is a testament to their versatility, their adaptability, and their ability to weave together seemingly contrasting aspects of their society into a cohesive and vibrant civilization. The Thracians, a paradox of brutality and beauty, continue to be a subject of fascination. Their legacy, etched in gold and clay, in tales of battles won and lands conquered, continues to captivate us, serving as a stark reminder of a civilization that was, at once, fearsome and enchanting. However, like all great civilizations, the Thracians too had their sunset. The Thracian civilization, once a powerhouse of military might and cultural richness, began to crumble under the weight of external pressures and internal discord. The first cracks appeared with the increasing conflicts with neighboring empires. Their position at the crossroads of East and West made them a desirable target for expanding empires. The Romans, Greeks, Persians and Celts all eyed their lands with avarice, leading to incessant battles that drained the Thracians of their resources and manpower. Yet it wasn't just external forces that led to their downfall. Inside their borders, the Thracians were grappling with their own demons. The Thracians, despite their shared cultural identity, were a collection of fiercely independent tribes. This tribal structure, which had once served them well, became a liability as rivalries and infighting weakened their unity. They lacked a centralized authority to mediate disputes or to rally the tribes against external threats. As the Thracians struggled with these internal and external pressures, their civilization began to wane. Their cities, once bustling centers of trade and culture, started to decline. The arts, which had flourished under the Thracians, suffered as resources were diverted to warfare and defense. Their warriors, once feared across the ancient world, were spread thin, defending their lands on multiple fronts. This decline was not swift. It occurred over several centuries, an agonizingly slow sunset that saw the Thracians lose their lands, their culture, and their independence. By the time the Romans finally conquered the Thracian lands in the 1st century AD, the Thracians were a shadow of their former selves. Their civilization had been eroded, their culture absorbed into those of their conquerors. And so the Thracian civilization, once a beacon of power and artistry, faded into the annals of history. But what legacy did the Thracians leave behind? The Thracians, though now lost to the sands of time, have left behind a rich and enduring legacy that continues to intrigue us. Their influence on Greek mythology cannot be overstated. They were the original inhabitants of the region known as Thrace, a land that would later be immortalized in Greek legends and epics. The Thracian king Rhesus, for instance, features prominently in Homer's Iliad, and the god Dionysus, a central figure in Greek mythology, was said to have been born in Thrace. It's a testament to the Thracians' cultural impact that their stories and characters were woven into the mythological tapestry of their more famous Greek neighbors. But the Thracians' contribution to the world extends beyond mythology. They were skilled artisans, and their distinctive style has left a significant mark on the world of art. The Thracian art, characterized by intricate gold and silver work, is renowned for its craftsmanship and beauty. Their metalwork, featuring complex geometric patterns and mythological motifs, exemplifies the Thracians' artistic prowess and their deep connection to their beliefs and traditions. Yet perhaps the most tangible remnants of the Thracian civilization are the archaeological sites scattered across the Balkans. These sites provide a fascinating glimpse into the Thracian way of life. From the grand tombs of Thracian nobles filled with remarkable artifacts, to the rock-hewn sanctuaries that echo with ancient rites and rituals, each site is a testament to the Thracians' complex society and their profound spiritual beliefs. The Thracian civilization may have faded into obscurity, but these archaeological treasures continue to reveal new insights about this enigmatic people, keeping their memory alive. The Thracians may have vanished, but their legacy lives on, etched in the bedrock of history. Their influence on Greek mythology, their artistic contributions, and the archaeological remnants of their civilization serve as enduring reminders of the Thracians' rich cultural heritage and their place in the annals of human history. The Thracians may have vanished, but their legacy lives on, etched in the bedrock of history. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. And as always, leave any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in the comments section. See you in our next inspiring videos.